All right, and joining us right now, ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, Dinesh D'Souza, New York Times bestselling author, political commentator, documentarian, and of course his latest film, Hillary's America, The Secret History of the Democratic Party, which has been unbelievably, wildly successful. Hello, Dinesh.
Steve, it's great to be on your show.
Well, it's always an honor to have you, sir. Appreciate it very much. All right, let's talk a little bit about what we're going through. First of all, something that struck me last night. I mean, I don't know. Am I wrong? Am I overreacting? Because I haven't heard anybody else question it. What was Hillary Clinton doing on Jimmy Fallon, yucking it up a day or two after her home city, quote unquote, New York City and New Jersey, you know, was bombed and they took a guy into custody earlier that day? What is she doing taping a comedy bit?
Well, there's something very surreal about Hillary, and we can clearly see that she doesn't have the skills of Bill, and she flails around, she makes outlandish accusations. This whole business about Trump helping ISIS by calling them out and by attacking them, she says, oh, gee, ISIS used Trump in a video. Obviously, ISIS hates Trump. ISIS would much rather have Hillary continue the policies of Obama. That's what got ISIS started. The inaction of Hillary and Obama is created an environment in which ISIS has essentially metastasized and gained strength. So Hillary Clinton is, I think, on the defensive now and is probably trying to change the subject. Yeah, no, I mean, you're absolutely right. And with that, you know, this is not the first time she's pulled this Donald Trump is a recruiter for ISIS. It's just bizarre. Let's talk about what we've seen here and the difference in response to the bombings. Of course, you had Donald Trump who says we need to profile. And Donald Trump who says, you know, this proves that I've been right, and this proves that what we're doing is failing, and this proves that we have to fix our broken immigration system. I mean, for crying out loud, stories breaking all over the place about the government letting people in by mistake, losing their fingerprints, criminals who are immigrants, illegals who should have been kicked out or given citizenship because they just gave a different name. Everything is falling apart. And then there's Hillary, who stands there and says, we must reach out to the Muslim communities, they're our friends. But then she says we need greater intelligence. But of course, Obama took care of all that by getting rid of enhanced interrogation and getting rid of any kind of surveillance of suspicious Muslims or suspicious Muslim groups. So talk about the differences in tactics and what you think will resonate with America. Well, I think what Trump is doing now is he's speaking the plainest common sense. He's doing great. He should keep doing what he's doing. I think with Hillary, she is making her case on the assumption that Donald Trump is blaming Islam. Now, if Donald Trump had said that all or even most of the Muslims in America or in the world are terrorists or disposed to terrorism, then Hillary's criticism would be valid. But what Trump is actually saying is something different. He's saying not that most Muslims are terrorists, but that most terrorists are Muslims. Now, this is the politically incorrect truth that goes to the heart of the matter. This is true in America. It's also true around the world. And something needs to be done about it. It has implications for immigration. It has implications for racial profiling. It has implications for all kinds of stuff. Hillary's trying to evade this essential truth. She almost seems to believe it's better to tell a noble lie, better to pretend like this guy, for example, Rahami, who's been a Muslim all his life. He's doing what he's doing in the name of Islam. Well, Hillary, it doesn't make any sense for Hillary and Obama to go, we declare that you are not a true Muslim. What kind of nonsense is that?
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. All right, there's also the three mayors, New York City, London, and Paris, today wrote an op-ed in the New York Times talking about how Muslim terrorism is extremely rare. It's becoming less and less frequent, extremely rare, and we have to let more immigrants into our cities, meaning the three cities I just mentioned, New York City, Paris, and London, in order to combat xenophobia. I mean, I've never read such a detached, disoriented, demented, poorly timed, statement from mayors of probably the three largest cities in the world.
Right. So you asked me earlier the key difference between Hillary and Trump, and I think the key difference is that Trump thinks that radical Islam, and specifically this terrorist wing of Islam, is the problem. Hillary thinks that Trump is the problem, or she thinks that Islamophobia is the problem. And this is a clear choice before the American people. If they agree with Hillary, then we need more refugees, more Muslim immigrants, and a national campaign against Islamophobia, and we need to keep Trump out of the White House. If Trump is right, we need better profiling, better vetting. We need to be tough in our dealing with these radical Muslims, and we do need to recruit peaceful Muslims as part of our alliance to fight the bad guys.
Absolutely. All right, more with Dinesh D'Souza, another full segment. Your phone calls 877 Newsmax, 877 Newsmax, right here on America Talks Live. Don't go away.